Hello everyone, in today's video we will talk about the next episode of Boruto. We can see that Sasuke lost his left eye. After that, Momoshiki tells them that now Sasuke will not be able to use space-time ninjutsu, what means that now they cannot return to Konoha from this parallel universe. Everyone understands that Momoshiki has completely taken over Boruto's consciousness. This is the second time when Momoshiki has emerged. Sasuke noticed that Boruto's broken wrist healed and he can move easily, which helps Sasuke understand that Momoshiki is using his healing abilities. In parallel with this, Kawaki remembers a conversation with Boruto about time when they were talking about karma, that they both want to get rid of it. Then there is a moment with Boruto where he says, "Let's go crush Jigen and then rest of Kara with him." After that, Kawaki tries to talk with Boruto and tells him that he cannot give up so easily and let Momoshiki control him. Then Momoshiki tells Kawaki that he freed too and confirms that Ishiki's soul thoroughly extinguished, but in Kawaki's case his freedom is fleeting. Kawaki started to get angry. Momoshiki tells him to relax because there is nothing he can do. After that, Kawaki attacks Momoshiki with his transformed hand. Momoshiki jumps away from the attack and throws shuriken towards Kawaki. He blocked shuriken. After that, Momoshiki jumped and tried to attack Kawaki from the above and wounded him in the back with kunai. Momoshiki checked how far Kawaki's extraction has progressed. He said that it quit far, and which means it should work. Sasuke kicked Momoshiki and threw him away from Kawaki. Kawaki asked Momoshiki, "What do you mean by that?" And Momoshiki answered that it means karma has vanished from Kawaki's body. But Otsutsuki data that was extracted in Kawaki's body during the developing of the karma still remains. The process was 80% complete in Kawaki's body, what means that his body is almost wholly Otsutsuki at this point. Momoshiki is going to use Kawaki's body as Ishiki planned about Boruto. He is going to use Kawaki as a sacrifice to cultivate the divine tree. Nevertheless, it will be on the small side, but the size of the fruit will be enough. Then Momoshiki tells them that he will find the 10 tails that Ishiki hid somewhere and claimed its fruit. After that, Kawaki attacks Momoshiki again by using his hand transformation. Now we see Naruto, who tries to stand and help Kawaki and Sasuke, but he cannot stand because Baryon mode emaciated him. His body feels like it is made of lead and he loses consciousness. Momoshiki blocked Kawaki's attack and kicked him in the face. Momoshiki feeds off all Kawaki's attacks. Suddenly, Sasuke tries to attack Momoshiki from the left side with his sword. Momoshiki manages to react on this attack. On that, Sasuke responds with the technique of lightning style. Momoshiki jumps away but takes damage from the attack, and then Sasuke noticed that Momoshiki should have easily been able to absorb attack using his karma, but he did not do it. Momoshiki asked Sasuke, "Do you really intend to kill your favorite student?" Then flashback again, where Sasuke swears to Boruto that he will stop him with all his strength even if he has to kill him. Sasuke activated Mangekyo Sharingan in this right eye and uses Amaterasu on Momoshiki. Momoshiki noticed blood on Sasuke's eye. He used Shadow Clone Jutsu and blocked Amaterasu by his clone. Sasuke tells himself that he must be careful with his chakra. After that, he uses Fire-style Fireball Jutsu on Momoshiki. Momoshiki jumped away again and did not absorb the technique. Kawaki looks at Naruto and understands that something is wrong with him and he needs help. Sasuke understands that it must be side effect of Baryon mode. Kawaki still looks at Naruto. Sasuke tells him that he understands that Naruto wants help immediately, but they have no time to lose, because if they won't deal with Momoshiki first, they will all be dead. Sasuke explains to Kawaki that Momoshiki can use space-time jutsu and escape. Sasuke wants to get back Boruto before that happens. Kawaki tells Sasuke that it's easier said than done. Do you have a plan? Sasuke tells Kawaki that Boruto expended too much chakra and that is why he lost consciousness. If they make him absorb some jutsu and with help of this, they will restore Boruto's chakra. After that, Boruto may be able to regain consciousness. Sasuke explains that his plan depends on that Momoshiki has not attempted to absorb any jutsu using karma, because if he does, Boruto's chakra will refill. Momoshiki understands that Sasuke noticed his plan. Kawaki and Sasuke still talking about the plan when suddenly Momoshiki attacks Sasuke by Boruto's Vision Rasengan and Sasuke falls on the ground. Then Kawaki again remembers dialogue with Boruto, Momoshiki kicks him, and Kawaki falls on the ground too. Then flashback again about time when Boruto tells Kawaki that now in Boruto's life Kawaki is an important person and they are brothers. Then Momoshiki tries to pull Kawaki into the portal of space-time jutsu. Kawaki uses fire style and tries to burn himself and forced Momoshiki absorb fire from his body. With help of this, Kawaki restored Boruto's chakra. Suddenly, Boruto's second eye opened, what means that Boruto regained consciousness and stopped Momoshiki. Momoshiki tried to resist, but Boruto grabbed the horn and broke it, from which Momoshiki got serious damage and lost control of Boruto's body. Then Boruto falls on the ground. After that, Sasuke went up to Naruto. In this video, we will talk about the next episode of Boruto Anime 218. About the future, really interesting arc, and of course touch on some moments from episode 217, where Naruto fought against Ishiki Otsutsuki in an incredibly powerful Baryon fashion. And don't forget to like and comment, and of course try to find all the clues in the video, because we are already starting. Enjoy and have fun watching. We are going to start with episode 218, which will be released next Sunday and will be called Partner. I've talked about it a couple of times already, but I have to repeat myself a little bit. The next episode starts off with Kawaki going up to Ishiki, but the kid does not give up without a fight, and even casts fire with one hand, which is a sign of genius in this verse. Kawakazaki has already tricked Ishiki, and he tries to avoid it, but when he sees that he has already lost his karma, he's very happy about his victory, because he didn't have time to put it on before he died. Logically, Kawaki chose the most correct option of all. He also managed to save Naruto without getting karma, a really genius ninja growing up. The heroes are exhausted from the battle with Ishiki, when suddenly Boruto attacks Sasuke and knocks him out with the Rinnegan kunai. It turns out that Momoshiki has recaptured Boruto's consciousness and turned him into an enemy to the shinobi. Kawaki desperately tries to get through to Boruto, but all to no avail. Sasuke informs Kawaki of a way to bring Boruto back to consciousness. Now Kawaki adhering to an all-or-nothing strategy, he must resolve the issue on his own with ninjutsu. In this episode, we'll see a not bad battle between Kawaki and Boruto, and after Sasuke gets involved as well, and of course with their combined efforts they will reach Boruto. Namely, Kawaki will literally make Boruto absorb his ninjutsu, and therefore Boruto can also wake up in his body and stop Otsutsuki inside himself. It's cool that Boruto's determination is huge, and he even ripped off his horn and even tried to destroy his Byakugan, more specifically Momoshiki, and so Otsutsuki was absent. This fight between Boruto and Momoshiki over a shared body is exciting, so I hope this doesn't get screwed up in the anime. Although of course I don't doubt it, at the moment everything seems okay in the anime and the additions aren't bad, so I'm sure that 218 series will turn out pretty cool. Also, by the end, we will see Naruto in his subconscious talking to Kurama and remembering his past. As soon as they appear, they are given a brief glimpse into the end of the series, though it's likely to go into episode 219, and the beginning of episode 219 will be devoted to Naruto and Kurama's flashbacks. And Naruto won't die as many thought, but Kurama, who will most likely be gone forever. Write your opinions in the comments on whether Kurama will return or not. Afterwards, they'll go home with the help of Boruto and his karma. Of course, everything will be fine for a while. The main villain is destroyed, but one good comrade of Kurama who fought to the very end. Rather, in the 220th episode, which will be titled Remaining Time, we're shown Kodo, who will see the soul of Ishiki Otsutsuki and hear him talk about what he should do. They also try to show him how to do something else, such as destroying Naruto and the others and making him a divine god. In my opinion, it's very hard to believe that the manga and Naruto are going to be different, and there's going to be some kind of crazy stuff going on. Kodo, in my opinion, will go do some business of his own, because like I said, it would be silly to leave him like he's been lying around doing nothing all this time. Well, Konoha will start minding his own business. As you already know, in the 221 series, the name of which is Chunin Exam Again, from the title will be Exam Again, and I think it's a good idea because it's much better than some arc about Chocho or that samurai girl. In the exam we will see many characters who not only reveal better but also show their strength. I wish Boruto, Kawaki and Mitsuki would use their full power. I mean Boruto using Karma, Kawaki using Transformation, and Mitsuki using Reckless Mode. There's no reason to hide Orochimaru's son because everybody already saw him. Just hope the fights are interesting and some really interesting characters are involved, like Shinki returning since he's been gone for a long time, and so are the others. As for Kawaki, I really hope he'll be able to take the exam because he's not even a genin and he might not be allowed, but logically one word from the Hokage and everything will be solved. September 31st episode will be called Climax of the Decisive Battle, and my first thought is that it will be Kawaki fighting Boruto. I don't know why, but I have a feeling about it, or at least I would really like to see Boruto and Kawaki fighting in real life and finding out who's stronger. Maybe the title has a completely different meaning, but if you consider the previous series, or rather the exam, it's clear that the given title fits the battle of these two. Well, now we can discuss some points from episode 217. Naruto didn't touch anything with his hands, as Kurama explained to him before the incident. And even if in theory, that move decreased Boruto's life by 2 minutes maximum, Naruto decreased Ishiki's life from 20 hours to 2 minutes after he received over 50 hits, and there were many hits, so no need to worry about Boruto, it's not a gaffe. What I forgot to mention in the series review are the cool references to the Naruto anime, such as these punches. I think you know what they are referring to, and also a little bit of interlude, as Hinata's Byakugan quickly got tired when trying to look through the crystals, and it's like this smoke is also mixed with small crystals. Now let's go back to Kurama and talk a little bit about him. Kurama was the one gift from Naruto's parents shortly after he was born. Even though at the beginning Naruto's life was very difficult for him to go through because of Kurama's presence in his body. He even cried and questioned why his parents would do something like that. But after the World War IV took place, Kurama's existence, who had made it difficult for Naruto to go through his life, turned into one of the creatures that saved the shinobi world. Kurama was very important in the battle. With his chakra, he had saved thousands of members of the Shinobi Alliance who were fighting at the time, and also became a link between Naruto and the others. For Naruto, Kurama is a partner who has given him everything. Without Kurama, Naruto wouldn't have gotten someone who really cared about him since he was a genin. Then he wouldn't be able to get a rival who really admired his strength and fortitude and also protected everyone he loved. Not only that, Kurama can also be a father who teaches Naruto how to be a father, who must fight as hard as he can for his daughter, like during his parents' days in Konoha. At that time, Naruto was relying too much on Kurama's chakra to take care of his own daughter, and Kurama said that Naruto should not have to always depend on him and he had to fight harder for his own family. And for Kurama, Naruto was the only companion he had after he was living by Hogoromo at the time. Naruto's existence is very important to Kurama, who is even willing to sacrifice his own life for his little friend. Because of the closeness between them, there has been mutual trust. Naruto would not have thought that the friend he had trusted would lie to help him. At first, Kurama set a Baryon mode, which takes chakra extracts from Naruto, and the longer Naruto uses it, sooner Naruto will die. But from that sentence, Kurama didn't lie. If Naruto was going to die because after using Baryon mode, Naruto did indeed die, Kurama lied about extracting chakra, which actually only takes his chakra, which is a beast, to fuel his Baryon mode. As a friend who lived together for a long time, Kurama knew very well that Naruto would hesitate and even reject the idea of using the Baryon mode if Naruto knew from the start that Kurama would sacrifice his life. The last remaining time, Kurama only intended to convey the truth about Baryon mode and about how Naruto should leave later. Naruto, who was not going to leave Kurama, tried to reach him at the end, but right after Naruto's arm couldn't reach Kurama, Boruto's voice and his grip on his arm woke him up. Initially, Kurama was one of the innocent shards of 9 energy shards created by Hagoromo and is referred to as Biju. Because Hagoromo created them, these 9 beasts have considered him as a father. They went through childhood together with their respective traits. Kurama, with the form of a fox with 9 tails, has considered himself to be the oldest and also the greatest among Bijus. This pride has been engraved since he was a child, but at the time of Hagoromo's death, Kurama could not hide his sadness, his sobs could not hold back, and he unconsciously burst into tears. The final message that Hagoromo said was that if they as Biju would experience a very tough life and would split into various regions of the shinobi world, they had to be patient until someone would appear who would inherit 9 paths like Hagoromo and would reunite him. Years have passed and Kurama, who has been taught about peace and not hurting each other, tries to live in peace. However, his size and strength increased, and people began to think of staying away from him and fearing him. Kurama tried to stay away from humans to avoid chaos, but humans who wanted strength tried to capture and have it as their weapon of war. As a strong being, Kurama would not want to submit to anyone other than Hagoromo. The more he fought back, the more he was seeing how strong he was, and also more and more villages wanted Kurama to be on their side. Kurama, who initially did not want to harm humans, like what Hagoromo taught, became very hateful towards them. Moreover, some of these humans have managed to control him for their own interests. The first time Kurama was controlled by Madara, when he wanted to defeat Hashirama and destroy the village and all the clans there. But Madara was defeated, and because Kurama's strength was so great, he was sealed into Mito Uzumaki. Before Mito's death, Kurama's existence had been transferred to Uzumaki Kushina, and again he felt confident. He had a large body and tremendous strength. He must live in the seals and nails that are stuck in his body. Hagoromo's promise about a savior came for him. He began to not believe it anymore. His days in shackles were spent thinking about opportunities so that he could be free and destroy all mankind on earth. When Kushina gave birth, that's when her seal started to weaken. Although Kurama was free from these shackles, he did not expect that his presence has been awaited by Obito Uchiha, who was able to control him again. Again and again, he is under the control of a small creature who continues to interfere with his life. After Obito's one-sided contract was destroyed by Minato, who was Kushina's husband, Kurama, who should be freed, will return to being sealed into the body of a human child who was just born. Now wanting to feel the same pain as in the previous seal, Kurama tried to put up a fight. However, it was in vain because his strength was being resisted by Kushina, so half of him has been sealed into Minato's body. Kurama was finally sealed back into the baby named Naruto. However, this time it was a different seal. The body was not pierced by various large nails like before, nor was it restrained by large chains, but he was only in a cage, bounded by an iron gate that separated him from the outside world. In the confinements of the seal, Kurama sought the outside life and continued to be patient until one day the seal that held him was destroyed. Of the hundreds of years of his life, Kurama has spent half of his life in a lack of freedom, because he is often targeted by shinobi and is also in the seal of humans. All the things that happened to him are things he never expected and are very different from Hagoromo's statement, which says that humans are not too bad. However, his waiting about the person predicted by Hagoromo who would unite the 9 beasts has paid off. Naruto, who was a barrier to his freedom, has become a lifesaver of his life and all his siblings. His life, which he spent hating humans and even thinking of destroying every human he met if he was free, later has changed drastically after he lived in Naruto's body. Naruto teaches him the meaning of life, who tries not to hate even when hurt, even if someone he loves has been killed by his enemy. Naruto has tried not to let his hatred control him. As time went on and Kurama paid attention to Naruto's life, Kurama began to understand the meaning of life and he made Naruto his life partner. He also continued to help Naruto when his partner was in trouble. Then two of them have been through various battles, and since childhood, Kurama has been Naruto's savior from various fatal attacks that nearly killed him. Kurama is not just a companion in arms or a god of protection for Naruto. He was more than anything else, just like current Naruto family. Maybe the fight against Ishiki is his last sacrifice to Naruto, but everything that Kurama has given to Naruto will not end. There is no a monster who is ashamed to admit his weakness besides you. Like you were lonely when you were separated from Naruto, but didn't admit it. See you, Kurama.